What happened 2 years ago. You know, it was a very different story back in 2015 with the December outbreak, the 12 tornadoes. And even though time has started to pass, we just want everyone to know that we are still thinking about you. Yeah. So many lives were devastated, and many folks are still trying to put those lives back together.
And it has been very difficult, Colleen, and I echo what you say. Yes, our hearts are with you. I was there the morning after the outbreak, and the devastation was just so sad. So please know that you are not forgotten. You know, and on a day where many of us were thinking about holiday returns or just finally relaxing, some families had their entire lives ripped apart. 2 years later, they're still putting the pieces back together in cities like Rowlett, Glen Heights, and in Garland. Here's News 8's Kevin Reese.
If you can find someone sitting on their front porch in Garland, you can find a tornado story even 2 years later.
You run into several different situations.
Because people like Jessica Caddick.
There were no standing structures, if you will, in these houses here.
Remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah, they were down.
This was her neighborhood 2 years ago today. Devastation, damage, and death from Garland to Rowlett. Buildings and lives splintered by the thousands.
Out of the roof.
Jessica's too.
And at some point, the roof was completely lifted in areas because we had blinds, strings going up into the attic that got caught when it set back down.
And people remember it vividly because neighborhoods 2 years later are still being pieced back together. Empty slabs remind neighbors of people who never came back. And other homes, like this one on Oceanport Drive, empty and half-built for the last year and a half.
And then it just stopped and nobody came back.
There is better news in Glen Heights in Red Oak and Ellis County, where the Ovilla Road Church of the Nazarene was rebuilt in that first year and will soon expand to an even bigger building. And where another church, the Harvest of Praise Ministry, reduced to nothing but its metal frame, is due to reopen finally in a few more weeks.
What you're seeing here is the new sanctuary.
Pastor Kevin Taylor gave our Pete Delkus a tour just a few days ago.
Show everybody that you can take a little bit and you can rise out of that and everything will be all right. So we're good. We're good from this.
But on this anniversary, not everyone is good from this. Studies have shown that it can take more than 2 years for everyone to fully recover from a natural disaster. Even Jessica's children, for whom Christmas might never be the same.
It's like after they opened presents this Christmas, unlike the Christmas that came, they cleaned up the living room and put their stuff away because that was the room that was destroyed and all of their Christmas presents were lost that year.
So they acted differently this Christmas?
Yes.
And yes, this Christmas, the struggle continues for some. 2 years and counting. In Garland, Kevin Reese, Channel 8 News.